Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. We're going to be doing a dirty pour and another type of pour. I don't even know what it's called, but it's not even a pour. You'll see. So you're going to need an aluminum pan, a baking rack, some paint of your colors, of your choices, some alcohol to clean off the tiles. You're going to need 4x4 tiles. I got mine from Home Depot last year for like 9 cents each or something like that. You're going to need some sticks to stir the paint, and you're going to need a baking rack to put over top of your aluminum pan. So as you can see, I'm pouring paint into my little medicine cups. Also, you're going to need medicine cups and some water and some alcohol to clean off your tiles. So I poured the paint into the medicine cups, and I poured a little bit of water in them to make them a little bit thinner, because if you try to pour them without adding water, it's kind of thick. And I did do that later on in the video, and I never used the white paint that you see over there. I don't even know why I poured it, but I never used it. However, if you go look at the rest of the video, now this is not a dirty pour. I'm not sure what this is called, but I guess it's direct to tile pour. And I'm pouring the red ink. That's what I was supposed to be using, red, black, and green. And I'm pouring that on top of each other, just like a dirty pour. Only difference is I'm pouring it directly onto the tile. And as I go on, I do like 2 or 3 layers of pouring the paint, interchanging them, and now I'm moving it along so the paint can spread out on the tile. Now these colors are very vibrant doing it this way, and you'll see when I do the other tiles. They're not quite as vibrant when I do the dirty pour. And I'm not sure why, but anyway, look at this process. And because the paint didn't seem like it was flowing as well as I wanted it to, I went back and I put some more paint on the tile so that I can get more coverage. And because it was just so green and had that splotch of black in the middle of it, I added some red to it to give it some more color. And what I like about it is that you can do that. You can add color to it. If you're not satisfied with the way it looks, you can add more color to it, as long as it isn't dry. So that's it with that one. And you can see I got some paint on the other tile. However, I just wiped it off with a paper towel and some alcohol. Now I'm pouring in some more paint, but this time I'm going to do what's called the dirty pour. So I'm doing the layers just like I did directly to the tile. I'm just doing it in the cup. And I didn't add water to the paint, which I should have. I should have had the paint in individual cups and added water to it, but I didn't do that. So let's see how this one turns out. I just love the way it comes out, like it makes its own little story. At this point, the tile is very slippery, and I'm trying not to drop it because I am very accident prone, and I was just trying my best not to drop it. Here I'm going to do another one, and I believe I'm going to do another dirty pour. And I don't know why I keep putting that white paint there, because I'm not even using the white paint in this video at all. So I'm not even sure why I'm putting it there. But this time I'm pouring the paint in individual cups so I can add water to them to make the paint a little more thinner, to make it a little more fluid so it can run a little bit faster. So that's what I'm doing for this third tile. So I'm actually trying the dirty pour method on this one again. Here, this one looks completely different from the other one, and black seems to be the dominant color, although I thought I was making green the dominant color. And the cool thing about doing these is that no two tiles are ever exactly the same. I use the same colors, and as you can see, the tiles are not coming out the same. And that one corner just wanted to be annoying. So because I didn't like the way it looked, I went and used some of the residual paint that was in that cup. And look how awesome that looks. I love that. Yeah, pouring that on there made me feel like a rock star. Look at that. Those colors just at the bottom of the cup just did wonders for this. Looks kind of creepy that way though, huh? So we did that, and this is very messy, but now I'm trying it again on the other one because I didn't particularly care for how they looked, especially since they were so muted. The color was so dull. So I decided to pour some paint on there and try to spread it because it wasn't that much. If you hear noise in the background, it's because I have people in my house that don't know how to talk quietly. That is so awesome the way that came out. Sorry for that big bruise on my hand, on my wrist, my arm area. But because I'm on a couple of blood thinning medications, I get bruises, random bruises, because of the aneurysms. I have 2 aneurysms in my head. And to keep them at bay, I'm on blood thinning medications. So that's why that big ugly bruise is there. But as you can see on this tile, I am doing the method that I did with the first tile. And I'm just using, see, the more paint you use, the more it spreads out. And I'm using paint over paint over paint. We're going to see how this one turns out. It's just like a dirty pour, except you're doing it directly on the tile instead of putting it in a cup. So there you go. I really do like this type of painting because I am not a painter. I cannot do that. There are other things that I do well, but painting is not something that I can do. My paintings always turn out amateurish, in my opinion, and I love doing this because the paint does all the work for you. All you have to do is move the tile around and allow the paint to spread throughout the tile, and it does all the work for you. Whoever came up with this idea did a great job. And this particular paint, this time doing this one, it had bubbles in it. If you saw me poke onto the tile, it's because I was trying to poke the bubbles out. And it was just too much green space in there for me and black space. It wasn't as pretty as I wanted it to be. So here I go, adding some more paint from the cups I already had. And you just be random with it. There's no particular, form or fashion or how to do it. And you put the paint where you want it to, because it's going to run anyway. So now let's see how that's going to turn out. Look at that. I love the randomness of it all. It's just, okay, let's let the paint flow and do what it wants to do. Look at that. I should have left it just like that. That's awesome. And again, it's very slippery, and I'm trying to not let it fall. Look at that. It's just amazing to me how the paint just runs into each other and comes out with these different designs. I could never paint this. I could never have a paintbrush and try to paint this. So I love, 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 love this type of painting. And there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like. I'd appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and share. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.